All right, good afternoon. This is the July meeting of the Alcoholic Beverage Board of Spencer County, which is now in session. This meeting is being audio video recorded and streamed live via Microsoft Teams. It'll be preserved and available for viewing via the Alcohol and Tobacco Commission's YouTube page. So the board requests you act accordingly. Please silence cell phones when your permit's called, since you're the only one here. We ask that you not speak over board members so that others testifying and the recording is clear. We only have one individual that's here today to be placed under oath. So, sir, if you would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury the answers given on your application and any answers to any questions asked by the board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Items on the agenda today for automatic renewal are Lawrence Douglas, RR 74-42075, Holiday Foods LLC, DL 74-30357. And New Boston Tavern Incorporated, RR 74-18659. Those three are without violation, without remonstrance, and make a motion to approve automatic renewals.
I make a motion. Or a second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 4-0, none opposed. Last remaining item is permit with a violation. That is St. Mildred Post 366 Incorporated, RC 74-00170. If you would, go ahead and tell us your name and then give us a rundown of the violation.
Name is Donald S. Farina Senior. I'm the post commander, Legion Post 366, St. Leonard, Indiana. I don't know what violation or which one you're wanting. I mean, we've had one that I know of for, I guess, it was a $300 fine. Is that the one?
This would have been June 27th of 25 at 6:20 p.m. for service to non-members.
Okay, would that be your officers?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that one very well. I was behind the bar, I was bartending. And there was a female officer and two other officers that walked in, okay? And you spot them a mile away. And she walked up to the bar, and first thing I asked her was, what does ATC want today? Her reply was, what's ATC? I said, okay. She goes, I'm a former Marine. She said, can I get a beer? I said, are you a member? She said, no. I said, according to our rules and regulations, I said, our house rules, I can have one of the members sign you in, okay? Once they sign you in, all three of you, I said, whatever you want to drink, if it's beer, she said it'll be beer. I said, you'll have to pay her. She'll have to come and pay me. Then I'll have to give her the 3 beers. Then she'll have to give you guys the beers. She said, oh, okay. So she went and sat down. Well, when she sat down, you could see her badge and gun. Okay. So I said, all right, that's no problem. So I said, why are you guys here today? She goes, well, we just moved into the area. I said, where'd you move to? She said, Santa Claus. I said, well, where at Santa Claus? I said, I do a lot of service work in Santa Claus. She goes, well, I don't know the county road. We just moved in there. She goes, but I know how to get there. Well, that threw up another red flag. Okay. So anyway, I was watching them at the table. She gets up, takes her beer, goes to the ladies' room, comes back, and half the beer is gone. Okay. So she just spilled it out. It's basically is what she did. The other 2 guys, they drank their beer. Okay. So she got up and she looked around a little bit and then they left. But I was taking the trash out while they were still sitting there drinking their beer. And all 3 of their cars are parked right out in the back. And they got their vests in there and everything else. I took pictures of it, took pictures of the license plate and everything else. And I came in again and I said, are you sure you're not with the ATC? She said, oh yeah, I don't even know what that is. So the next thing I know, I'm getting fined, which I don't think I should have gotten fined. And then they left.
What was your name again? Sorry.
Donald S. Farina Senior, post commander.
Okay, so this narrative says that the officer paid you $9.75 for 3 Bud Light.
She didn't pay me. She paid the person that signed them in. And that was Rebecca Smith. Because that's our house rule. Because we got deemed on this one time before. And your sergeant came down and gave us all the house rules, even that you wrote up, that told us that that's what we had to have. And I've got that sitting on my bar right there hanging up. And all the bartenders know that. And in order to actually have a guest day, I got to call into ATC to go ahead and get that guest days that we have to have. And that has to be posted. I think, I'm not saying this to be rude or anything else. But I think that was like their first assignment, and I don't think that they knew what was happening. And the other thing was too, I don't understand this one. They had their 3 vehicles out there, and across the way at this Superior Ag, there was 3 more of your vehicles sitting there across there waiting. You know, it was like 6 of you guys in here coming in or what? You know, I don't know.
Okay, so you guys agreed to a settlement offer on August 15th, a $250 fine for sale to non-members.
I still don't think that I should have had to pay that. That's what the prosecutor said, that's the best he could do, but I still don't think that we should have been charged with it because everything was legal, what I did. And being in law enforcement, I followed them rules.
Okay. Well, I mean, the account of the officer and your account don't match up. I'll put it that way. Any questions?
And there was a whole bar full of people that seen it.
Floor is open for questions, comments, or a motion.
I make a motion, we approve.
Second. Motion made for approval and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 4-0. All right. No other business on the agenda today. We'll call that adjourned.